Hello! Did you miss me? Did you miss me? Hi! Oh. Oh, it feels good to be back. Finally decided that it was time to stream instead of sitting and doing nothing and not getting anything done. Might as well stream, right? Hi Sidosk! How are you? You still here? Did you leave? Huh. Well. You see how chapter 13 is open? Yeah. Let's do this. Oh wait, it has a time now? It's like this will take 32 minutes to read. Is this correct? No, that's got to be the name of the. Hang on. Hey! Thank you for the sub! Hi! Hang on. There's gotta be one around here somewhere, right? Yeah, that's just the name of the thing. G'day, Sidosk! Wow, 2 subs and there's already a hype train. Never had a hype train before. Let's go. An old monster once told me, what doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. I always thought it was stupid, but the guy's a monster, so maybe I do have to give this some thought. Does a bug jump into a flame and to get stronger? So stupid. No. Let's not talk about how dumb and weak a bug is. You know, no matter how strong a bug gets, in the end, it's still a bug. If a bug jumps into a flame, all it proves is that the heat messed up its brain. Assuming it even had a brain, it obviously went mad. But what if I was to leap into the flames? Besides proving that I'm crazy, what else would that prove? I'd come out a bit charred, but how would that make me any stronger? But we're talking about death here. And what does an undying monster know about death? Alas, such is the nature of the bitter death that none may resist. You still talk to me? That's a surprise. I thought you were totally caught up in your plan to destroy Lungmen, Tallulah. W, you haven't given anyone notice of your visit. Oops, my bad. I've been a mercenary for too long. Forgot all about that reporting every detail of my life to the boss thing. Sorry, leader. But you know, I can't go all the way to the top of the command tower, so I have to ask you to stoop to my level. Your sarcasm isn't doing us any good, W. Reunion needs the might of the sarcas, and we should strive not to add any more personal conflicts between us. Just call us devils. Only the bleeding hearts and self-righteous call us sarcas. Us mercenaries, we know exactly what we are. Strange. Devils, the inferior race of the banished. You mercenaries cannot accept this definition, nor will you take pride in it. Duh! But your people started calling us devils, not as a hate thing, or because it was catchy or whatever. Devil is a fear thing. You people call us that because we scare you. So mercs like us being called devils. Because we know exactly what it means. And we always make good and sure anyone left alive takes the subtext straight to the heart. Oh, sorry. Me yapping on about this is like trying to show off in front of an expert, isn't it? We're a no-name merc squad famous for brutality. But compared to you, why, that's like a worm trying to go up against a crab. After all, leader, nobody scares people better than you. Inflict terror upon your enemies, and provide warmth for your friends. To strike fear into our enemies, and bring hope to our comrades. That is the way Reunion has always done things. So driving Ursus's core city into Lungmen is also in line with a certain comrade's ardent wish? Our warriors are still bravely fighting inside Lungmen. They need our assistance, and we will bring it to them. The infected inside Lungmen require hope, and our warriors here have expressed their earnest desire to be the source of hope. Everyone's wishes to find harmony here, and the responsibility to see those wishes come to fruition belongs to us, Reunion. This will also bring benefits to the Sarkaz, I assure you, beyond doubt. What your kind seeks is not hope, so I will provide you with profit. Sarkaz mercenaries like you, scattered between various city-states, as well as those who pull your strings. You will drink deeply of the chaos between cities and countries, and it will nourish you. After Lungmen, no nomadic city is safe. Your kind will find more room to expand and thrive, and your people will prosper. Ooh! Sounds like a good deal. Just going off the profits, I'm totally on board. Tell me, W, what doubts do you still have? None. You've made a great case. Want a standing ovation? No need. Then let's talk about my mission. Bad news is I failed. I didn't manage to bring back my target, and she wouldn't give me the thing. That is not your fault. The kinship between Misha and Skullshatterer was bound to lead to uncertainties. Why do you send me to grab the scientist's daughter, then? It seems like you didn't even need her or her secrets for your big plan. Between the attack on Lungmen and firing up the core city, what was the point of her, anyway? The authenticity of the key still has to be verified. I can personally verify that we've activated the core city, but Reunion still needs full control over the way it stops. That's where this key comes in. Mephisto told me the old geezer found in the abandoned city was the real deal. No, W. Mephisto would not tell you that. It would only be you spilling secrets to Mephisto while thinking about extracting the information you want from him. So, is that bit of news true or not? You're not interested in hearing my justifications, but you also don't plan on offering yours either. I have my own channels, and might be a little more frank than I used to be. Oh, but I guess I could have mixed up my sources. Something like that. What story is this? 7-1. W, if you want me to be more transparent, I can explain to you the details of my plan. All of them. Skullshatterer and your first operation tested the LGD's response speed. It allowed us to adjust our strategy and improve upon our plans to take down Lungmen. Without your cooperation, we could not succeed. Yeah, it is Chapter 7. Lisa, I'm doing this with 4 stars. You think I've beaten Tallulah yet? You think I've beaten Patriot yet? The key did truly exist, but was lost upon Misha's death. The key that Patriot sought was only a backup plan to deal with this situation. You don't remember this in 7 at all? This feels like a Chapter 8 thing. No! Chapter 7 starts like this. Yeah? Yeah, no, Chapter 8 starts with, like, you're starting to invade the tower. Hi, Latya! Oh, wait, no, did Chapter 7 end with you finishing? No, I don't remember. Latya! How have you been? It's been a while. I don't remember if I read this line. The key did truly exist, but was lost upon Misha's death. The key that Patriot sought was only a backup plan to deal with this situation. Okay, 7 ends with you having defeated Patriot. Right. Oh, of course, because one of the chapters in Chapter 8 is literally you with the shield guards. Trying to break into Tallulah's place. Of course, of course, of course. I won't force you to tell me where your information came from, but my explanation should convince you. Alright, but, leader, I want to know how many keys there are. Won't ask any more questions after that, yeah? 2. Sergei, Royal Chernobyl scientist, held one of them, and delivered it to Misha using special means. The other was held by Count Boris, former mayor of Chernobyl. During our attack, he broke off a city plate to flee. However, he was unable to escape the catastrophe. The ruined satellite city. Our undercover agents in the city have kept everything that we need. We can lure the LGD into an ambush given the proper distance. We have sufficient reason to capture the abandoned city, and the best use of it is to occupy it and turn it into a stronghold. You're really good at explaining things, leader. I'm all out of questions. Hey, I'm not asking too many, am I? Sorry to make you waste so much time explaining it all to me. W, if openness can resolve the misunderstanding between us, I won't be stingy with my time. In order to ensure a relationship of long-term mutual benefit, I will continue to draw up our future plans. Hopefully this can slightly increase the trust between us. We will still need to support each other to have a chance of overcoming the troubles to come. Really? I'm touched. Of course. I never liked this woman. The Tallulah they talk so nice about in private is so insanely boring. And this Tallulah talking to me right now is just another lying bastard. Oh, not to say there's anything wrong with lying. I lie a lot. Nothing stronger than a well-placed lie. Except maybe a bomb. The truth is like a cup of water. What good does it do when the whole house is on fire? Okay, see you, honey. See you, Lisa. But when I lie, I know I'm lying. I chew up my thoughts. I chew up my thoughts and spit them into ears. This she-dragon, though. She lies so natural it's like the words come out of someone else's mouth. It doesn't matter who she's talking to. It's not just tweaking a couple points to cover up her plans. She takes on a totally different form, turning into something they trust more, telling them what they want to hear. Reunion's most beloved figure is, of course, the leader, Tallulah. Standing here with me, she's a businesswoman, a trader. With Patriot, she turns right into a warrior woman. She'll show her true face one day, but not everyone will live long enough to see it. Besides, does she even have a true face? Is she an onion? You keep peeling off layer after layer until you realize there's nothing inside. I mean it. She was acting honest as an Iberian nun just a minute ago. She lifts her head slightly. Huh, I know that trick. Right now she's like a cunning savor after a lifetime of raiding and killing. Something pulls away the air in front of me, and in a split second it'll melt my entire body. Don't tell me you're ready to kill me after a little bit of teasing. Nobody has ever figured out the formless things Tallulah throws around, but I know exactly what they do. Ruins, debris, things lose even their most basic structure. It's just like a fire without light. I am her prey. I should have known. Kinda obvious, Dragon Lady. The old Tallulah wouldn't have showed her cards this early. Waiting to die, or plopping down some long-winded monologue before the end just isn't my style. I never thought about dying. At least, not now. The small device I tossed out moments earlier while I was talking falls to the ground and blooms into a ball of flame before me. A wave of heat rushes towards me. Luckily, the comforting warmth isn't hers. I'm no arts expert. In my experience, 99% of arts are no match for this pure burst of energy. Explosions, heat, shrapnel, shockwaves. It's an equalizing force that tears apart any enemy. Or me. I just need to draw out the stalemate a little longer until all the seeds I planted finish blooming. You're such a hard worker, Tallulah. You even went through all that trouble to play out a sitcom with me. I knew it. You would make such a good actor. This Dragon Lady. I don't really hate her that much, do I? Those who don't know how to deceive cannot tell lies. And thus are not liars. And she is a monster soaked in lies. She doesn't need to lie. No wonder I get kinda... Okay, I admit it, kinda scared when I see her. I don't hate her, but I might really be afraid of her. And fear breeds caution. If you've got your guard up, you're prepared. Your little tricks are actually able to neutralize my Originium arts. I might have underestimated you. Hey! This little trick took me hours to put together. Show some respect, huh? But if a little bit of your fire was all it took to make me roll over and die, what kind of devil would follow me? You came prepared. You planned to attack me from the very beginning. You made the first move, Dragon Lady. Are you trying to torch me because I'm a pain? Or do you want to shut me up because I've seen through you? To punctuate my sentence, a wave of heat surges from her fingertips and leaps towards me. Man, this dragon bitch just won't let me have any fun. I bend my waist and drop into an exaggerated roll, making it look like I'm tying my shoes. Uh-oh. Aim better next time. W, your dirty tricks have been exposed. You are now an enemy of reunion. Why do you oppose me? This is certainly of no benefit to you. Why? Why do you think this is my idea? I sure as hell didn't want us clawing at each other's faces this soon. Fact of the matter is, you attacked me first. Trying for a little shock and awe, huh? I guess I have no choice then. I just have to kill you before you kill me. Your insanity has deepened your blind confidence. Lying to me is no big deal. I don't really care who you lie to, how many people you kill, or how many people you lie to. But, Dragon Lady, you'll regret lifting a finger against me. Am I the kind of person who still says stuff like this? Maybe I really am losing it. Can't even call this insanity at this point. Seems more sentimental than anything else. I guess I really fucked up. I need a drink. This can go over here now. Okay. I see. Pretending to be crazy and stupid had us all fooled. Turns out I misunderstood your character this whole time. So considerate of others. What a lovely little devil you are. Such a colourful character. Not as lovely as you, of course. But you'll be even cuter once I rip your tongue out. Can't have it lolling around. Do you think your little traps are enough to kill me? Of course not. Did I ever mention that I set a trap? Better watch your feet. Might be a trap. Say, how many do you want? How many do you have? You pitiful thing, my flames have found you. You will pay for your betrayal. Whoa, creepy. What's the matter with you? Who are you talking to with that tone of voice? You. I know you hate these words, W. You also hate me for pointing out your purpose. Well, thanks for being so considerate of my preferences. You think you can rile me up with the right phrasing? And, like, my purpose? How many people you plan to kill that has nothing to do with me, Dragon Lady? What do you know about me? You got like 80 different plots within plots going on in that noggin, and you're not gonna guess what, and you're gonna guess what's in mine? W. You want to prevent me from using the core city to attack Lungmen. Oh. If you simply wanted revenge, you wouldn't have chosen this moment. If you wanted to kill me, W, you could have waited until both Lungmen and I are incapacitated. That would have been a wise move. Trying to talk me into giving you information was another cover. A mercenary leader who cares nothing for the direction of Reunion would not ask me, the leader of Reunion, about my plans. You know, I won't kill you. As long as you put aside your interests in this war. Do that, and I'll spare your life. I'm fond of you, W. You're good comic relief. And I have no desire to execute a harmless harlequin. However, a madwoman who will use any methods available to kill me has no right to judge good and evil, let alone claim to understand my plans. Are you really as violent as insane as the performances you put on suggest, W? Would you shut up already? You are not. You want to stop Reunion. You want to stop the attack on Lungmen. Those are your intentions. W. You're all too easy to read. I didn't even need to make any plans to investigate you. You came here wearing your heart on your sleeves. That's a load of bullshit. I'll turn you into a puddle of gore and have someone dump you down the waste chute. Assuming there's anything left. I pressed the button on the device in my hand. A simple originium detonator switch. Remotely operated, chained explosions. A blazing light of destruction, mixing with a deliriously pungent aroma. Waves of heat carrying fragments of debris, overturning everything in front of me, just as I planned. Everything reduced to cinders, even the most thick-skinned sarcas. Wait. Didn't I have a detonator mechanism for the explosives? Why did she plant her sword in the ground? Was this your trap? Try me, W of the Sarkaz. Try again. Hold on, you! No fire, no burning. The hundreds of originium explosives I painstakingly twisted into the steel foundations of the city are all gone. Where are the explosions? The heat, the shrapnel? Nothing. The place where I planted the originium is deformed, melted, and warped. Drips of iron and the burned oil paint covering it gives off nasty smell. But that's it. My shrapnel, my blast waves, my light show. It's not going to happen. The cataclysm that I pictured in my mind a million times over isn't going to happen. The cunning dragon lady must have poured her arts into her sword and channeled it deep into the steel beneath us. The heat radiated to each of my traps, melting them away. You figured it out. You're so smart, W. The world-ending explosion from all directions that should have blown her into a billion little pieces is nothing but a big wet fart. All right, I've been thoroughly played. Dragon Lady, you're not half bad. Was this result also part of your plans? Let me guess. Your backup plan is you'll show me an improvised suicide bombing spectacle, isn't that right? Let's not waste each other's time. Don't get too cocky. Little girl. Say, are you even the same person? Right now, even I don't really want to know. I don't need you to define me. Choose your death. Die by my flames, be thrown from the city walls, or be run through by my sword. Can you really finish me off? Steel must endure 1,000 trials in the forge before it become a sword. A sword is destined from birth to be a weapon, but you are just a mortal shell that has not died. Ah, that would be an honor. To be impaled by this sword. Would I be the first one? Unfortunately, you'll have to accept second. Now, if we're talking people I've blown up, you, well, wouldn't even have a number. Am I going to die? I guess so. But what's so bad about death? There are many things worse than dying. So when you feel like you're done for, as long as you're prepared for the stuff worse than death, you'll even manage to surprise yourself. Now, I think it's about time I also blow this joint. You blew yourself apart right in my hands. I thought you'd be more afraid to die. Though your defection didn't surprise me, you yourself did surprise me a little. You had some potential, as the opening act of a farce. I hope your death was painful enough, W of Victoria. After the battle, 31 hours until impact, 6:30 p.m. Leader. Sir, your return gives me great peace of mind. Formalities are necessary. There was a battle here, just now. It was between me and W, who tried to assassinate me. Don't worry, I'm fine. From the reports I've received, she was already showing signs of rebellion when she occupied Chernobyl. She made her own decision to let the enemy escape, instigated the Sarkaz mercenaries' rebellion, and murdered her superior. Oh goodness. These series of actions were likely caused by outside political forces.
Where is she now? She should have stood trial.
She detonated the explosives hidden around her body and fell into the core area. I will dispatch someone to search for her body. Sir, you need not worry yourself.
That does not concern me. And her Sarkaz? What of them?
I will deal with it. Now that the core city is steadily moving on track, I'll need to stabilize the situation immediately.
Leader, this core city was activated without my knowing. Why? Even the comms have been broken.
We're out of options. Ursus may attack Chernobyl at any time and slaughter our compatriots. For their sake, we must first take down Lungman. Right now, all energy must be used to support the operation of the core city and we have no excess power to support tuning the ingoing and outgoing channels. The originium left behind by the catastrophe is so potent that we cannot endure it. The order to recall you exhausted the last of our backup supply. Now there is only one place that can provide us with enough refined originium.
Even then, if time is tight, please discuss with us.
What you say may be correct. I'm sorry, sir. I should have given it more thought.
But what's done is done. This key, how will you use it?
It can stop the city.
This city can be stopped? Many things, once started, will not stop.
So I'm entrusting this key to you. You'll decide when we stop. I apologize for giving you such an arbitrary command. You seem more subdued today than usual, sir.
No, I will go to guard the core city. Someone will attack. They will try. And I will stop them.
Excuse me, sir. Crownslayer, Frostnova, Mephisto, and Faust are still waiting for our help. We must not let any outsiders interfere with our plans.
Tallulah,
What's the matter, my champion?
leader, any evil, no matter how great, will always come to an end. This I firmly believe.
Yes, I share the same conviction.
Goodbye, leader.
Go, Patriot. To end this war and regain the status of the infected, reunion will crush all enemies standing in our way. What's this? A kind of sarcasm talisman. 2 pieces. This one is for you. The other one I will keep. What are these for? It's a bit heavy.
They can keep you safe.
You still believe in those weird sarcasm things? What's the point of this?
Let me finish.
Sure.
This talisman can withstand torture, mortal wounds, destroyed organs. No, but the consumption of life, it can withstand until it breaks. If yours breaks, mine will tremble, and I will go save you.
What if both pieces break? Why aren't you saying anything? Fine. I'll hang on to it.
Good.
I'm obviously going to outlive you, so you just do your own thing.
Help who? End what war? My talisman. It too has broken. You killed W. What are you going to do now?
Liberate you. You will no longer need to bow before a sarcas. All that you desire, I shall grant you.
And what exactly is that?
War. No longer will you have to endure the foul taste of slaughtering the weak. No longer will you waste your efforts like a pebble hitting a rock. I will give you a truly equal war. Sarkaz, wandering devils. What I will grant you is not only the fear of your victims. I will reforge your blood, your flesh, your steel, and the shame of countless generations of your ancestors. I will grant you slaughter, and I will grant you death. A new era has arrived, and war shall reign supreme. All Sarkaz who wish to taste all that this new era has to offer, step forward.
Who would you have us kill? Really? Okay. Okie dokie. Uh. Actually, this squad looks pretty nice. Swap chestnut. There's something I'm missing. Let's begin. Oh. Really? I really spent that long reading. Damn. I've gotten bad at this. Alrighty. Alrighty. Oh wait, the squad didn't change. Oh well. 6:30 p.m. Numbers 00000000002. Clearance level 8. Dr. Autunna, thank you for visiting the Rhodes Island Integrated Bioprocessing Unit. Your intentions have been determined through analysis of available biological data. In addition, the system detects that you are in a bad mood. And what would count for a good mood? Good and bad are subjective judgments. However, this system has collected nearly all documented states of mental activity, as well as hormonal criteria for various types of neurological excitement. So you could argue that the system's subjective judgment is substantially closer to objective truth. Therefore, no matter what action Dr. Autunna may take, the system will be able to process it to some degree, which is to say, you may do as you wish. Parts is equipped with a non-lethal pacification function. Should you take unreasonable action, you will lose consciousness for 3.55 working hours, ensuring you maintain a behavioral standard close to normal. Welcome home, Doctor. Can this really be called home? Are you Dr. Autunna? Hello? It's you. I'm sure of it. I can feel it. You're a little different. Tali! Hi. I missed you. You're here to judge Flatia? I don't think she's here right now. But the person you're holding, that uniform, can I ask who's that you're holding? A friend. She's your friend? But you barely know her at all. I don't know. This might disappear soon. What do you feel? Traces of people communicating with each other. Smell, warmth,
shape.
She didn't even know Ash is Tali. She just found out this week. Brudge. Really? Wait, that conversation in the Discord was real? Like like when she said Tali? Like that was Jeez.
I'm not sure, but she... The girl reaches out to Frostnova. No. You don't want me to do that? No. I'm an outsider. I don't know her. I can't do this, can I? I'm sorry. I'm having trouble understanding you. The other operators say that too.
She found out because you sent in your account to be reviewed by her? Oh! I see. Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
There are a lot of big personalities at Rhodes Island, but I might be weird, even for them. Did you want to use this machine?
If this is indeed the final resting place of the infected.
It is. Just a second. Let me check the log. Yes, they cleaned this cabin already. Put her on this slab. Easy now. There. Then the slab will slide in there and wait for it to close. And finally press this button.
You're really familiar with it.
Oh, I've had to use it a lot.
Why?
This is where all of Rhodes Island's infected end up. And if I knew them, if I felt them, if they were my teammates, I always take care of them myself.
You sent the request as Ash in Twitch, but messaged her as Tali, and she knew when that chat happened. You got a 3 out of 10. It wasn't low because you played highest. Hi, welcome back, Latia.
The original manual was really complicated, but I wrote down how to use it in my terminal. Just a quick look and I can feel it.
Feel what?
It's like a chain.
A chain?
Or I could say it's like seeing the links between people.
LG flat TV alternative. Jeez.
Sending off the people tied to you means untangling the lines around them. The other ends of the threads are still tied to us, but even when one side is gone, the threads don't hang down.
Hi, Cronan! She bought 2 balloons and filled it with water. I wouldn't go that far. Come on, give her more credit than that.
It feels like you've lost something inside yourself. Something you didn't know was there, but knowing it won't come back.
Why would you want to feel that?
Because if you know the feeling, it won't suddenly sting you, right?
What do you mean, if she had boobs, you're not Tali? Oh! I see what you mean. But also... You think that's not a little unfair? Okay, fair enough.
So then you...
Excuse me. Identifier for Osmontus. Elite operator present in Rhodes Island, integrated infected by your processing unit. Will expire in 15 minutes. I will update you momentarily. Stand in place for about 15 seconds. In addition, there is a skirmish taking place by the starboard hull. If possible, please assist after updating your identification code in order to reduce resource consumption.
Oh, okay. I'll go do that. I'm making a note of it in my terminal.
Reminding you for the 6th time, if you would allow access to this system, it could send you the information directly to...
No. I'm the only one who can use this.
Understood.
Elite operator? Parts means me.
Should I call you Rosmontus?
Yes. Rosmontus. What about her? I think I should at least know her name.
Frostnova.
Frostnova. A good name. Hello, Frostnova. Bye-bye.
Here we go, finally. Am I just now doing this part? Yep. Yep, I am indeed. Just now doing this part. I've been scared of it because of the amount of required reading. But you know what? I don't give a damn anymore. What? Yep. Hmm. You're legitimately too bored to progress in the story? That was me until a bit ago. I like this now. You can't talk shit because you just cleaned chapter 13 2 weeks ago. I will get there, I promise. I can't promise it'll be fast. Can't drum up the motivation. Yeah, no, that's about right. Yep. Oh, no one's healing pudding. Hang on. Let's fix that. Tunisia! Hello! I need to keep doing it so you know what actually happens in the story you can't read. Oh, Mao. Let's drop you over here. Stop targeting Chestnut. This is so rude. Can't believe you do this. Uh-oh. What the frick? No! How did this happen? I'm Madge. Yeah. Okay, let's change around the team as I suggested before the day reset, and I forgot to do it the second time round. Get rid of hummus, get deep color, grab 𝍊𝑋𝍊𝑋, and then over here beanstalk. Who else do I need? I probably don't need Utage. Hmm. Let's try out this guy. I know that he's supposed to be the worst operator in the game, but like, I literally don't care. Meanwhile, you're 100%ing all the content you can get in Star Rail because you want to roll for waifus in a game you absolutely despise. I see. Wait, lose 4% HP every time when hit an enemy. What does... Hang on. Is that when you hit... What? When hit an... Is it when you are hit, or is it when you hit? I need to know. This is important. Being a dollkeeper, he can at least tank 2 hits. But he's Snake Boy. I like snakes. Okay. Let's start this properly. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Cool. Oh, no, he's doing fine. I don't know what you're talking about. Look at this guy. Oh, he can't be healed from that spot. May have made a mistake. Okay, yeah, no, you can do that. Cool. Yuma! Hi! When you hit. Hang on, no, you think they missed something like an R? It could be like a your. When hit an enemy. It's such bad. Thunder means no hot sun. Verdant very sus. Okay. No! You dare. Goodness. There we go. You take that? Oh, yeah. It must be really hot where you are right now. Shit. I just realized. Yeah. It's not too bad right now over here. It's starting to cool down because, like, winter is around the corner now. Wei Yanwu's office, 6:30 p.m. Correct, Mr. Wei. 32 hours from now, the core city will collide with Lungmen. Its urban identification code has not been changed, which means that the core of Chernobyl, this nomadic city, is still Ursa's territory. So attacking it would be an act of war? Reunion holding Ursus hostage like this is the height of absurdity. You're unreasonably calm, Mr. Wei. Did it maybe occur to you what a peace-loving country the Empire is?
Ursus expansionism is driven by lust for wealth, territory, and growth.
Hello! I'm doing okay. What about you? What's up? I've been mostly bored, so I've decided to start streaming again for my own sanity. If it was profitable, the Empire would start a world war without a second thought, and they would have done it decades ago. But to provoke a war with Yan... The fact that Yan has not waged war for centuries does not mean they lack the capacity to fight, but I dare say a militaristic state might struggle to understand what it is that's led to Yan's prosperity. A world war would leave both sides devastated. Yan would need a long time to recover, but Ursus, with its myriad internal conflicts, would take it even harder. Ursus is no longer the world-devouring beast it once was. Only fools and madmen would wage a war that is costly, unprofitable, and doomed to fail. Mr. Wei, as far as I know, fools and madmen are a dime a dozen in the nomadic cities of the world. Weeding out such people is one of my most important duties, and it's a function of the State Council of Ursus. Once the State Council responds, we'll implement measures to put a stop to the Chernobyl core. The diplomats will handle the rest. Our only responsibility is to take control of this crisis before it gets out of hand. You have that much faith in the Empire? No. I have faith in mutual interest. Fighting war after war teaches bitter lessons, and even though Ursus has won a lot of riches from its wars, it has been unable to fight the internal rot these wars have bred. It has not been able to integrate the peoples and lands it has conquered, and no nation can handle rebellion while choking down the poison brewed by the mutual crisscrossing hate of its own populace. The Empire of Ursus is a rotting corpse posturing to look strong. And that is why you believe Ursus will act in its own interests and abide by their deal with you? I have no deal with the chairman of the State Council, verbal or otherwise, but the two of us have about the same amount of sanity left. Fumizuki, send the message for me. I have to make use of this time. Fumizuki? There is another message here. For you. Dr. Kaltzit. Amir? Chan. You should hear this too. Fumizuki? You will change your mind when you hear this.
I don't think so.
If you reject their help again, we'll truly be isolated. Chief Wei, you must act immediately upon receiving this message.
What? That's my messenger.
The following has been arts encrypted. Mr. Wei, Groups 3 and 4 are standing down. We are unable to get to the source of the matter. I can't even speculate on who the mastermind might be. They were whispering from the parliamentary gallery, laughing at my miserable, helpless performance. But I found no evidence to hold them accountable. If something happens in Chernobyl, you must do everything you can to stop it. Otherwise, who knows what will happen. You have the wisdom and ability to stop it at the source. What we could not do, you must do in our stead. That's the end. I want to hear the rest. The rest is the messenger's soliloquy.
He's my messenger. Let me hear it.
I was unable to meet Chairman Witt, and the messenger he sent to liaise with me was waylaid by unknown forces. Fortunately, that messenger is still safe and sound. The messenger slipped out of deity 𝍊𝋼𝍊𝋼 in the dead of night, and someone secretly aided him. I believe there are forces within Ursus vying for supremacy. I was attacked many times on the road after that, and there were many others who tried to protect me.
Which tried to help them?
I reached the Ural Rift and commandeered the messaging station. What happens now? Even I don't know. I hope to make it back to Lungmen to enjoy the flavors of home once again. How is he now?
Unclear if he's alive or dead. It sounds like the chairman of the State Council plans to stand by and see how this plays out. The State Council is at the heart of the Empire, but Chernobyl is out on the periphery now. The borderlands mostly belong to the army and some remnants of the ancient nobility. The army hasn't had a chance to engage in such operations since the Great Rebellion, but the infected did. The ancient nobility, closely watched as they were, couldn't have planned the Chernobyl incident, but the infected could. Indeed, most of Reunion's infected had no training. They didn't stand a chance against the Ursus Guard and the Chernobyl riot police. But a catastrophe did. Chernobyl failed to split the plates in time, and there was nothing they could do against a catastrophe. Reunion had to infiltrate the city early to stop the security forces from mobilizing, while the army ignored the maneuvering. Lungmen and Rhodes Island anticipated Reunion's attacks, and the LGD made a plan to annihilate them. But Chernobyl, even to this day, Chernobyl and the Ursus court haven't said a word. Now we know why. Riding off the city and all of its inhabitants, Ursus handed Chernobyl over to Reunion. And the infected, who have lived so long on the threshold of death that they no longer fear it, would assume control of the city after the catastrophe. They didn't have to do anything. They just got out of the way. They only had to let it happen. But after suffering a catastrophe, Chernobyl was just a dead city with nothing of value, which left the infected heading for Lungmen. No matter who's running Reunion, all the elements were perfectly aligned.
Give the order. The censors must stand down. Use force if necessary. We will prepare for war. We must be absolutely certain we can disable that core before it's too late. And no one is to know of this until the Chernobyl core is stopped.
Mr. Wei? You're going to start the war yourself.
Fumizuki, you've seen all Lungmen has been through. You must know. My brother wouldn't stand for me starting a war with Ursus. I must take the initiative. We must control the situation, even if it costs all of Lungmen.
Starting a war means being seen as an aggressor. It makes it more difficult to forge alliances. The first one to enter a state of war is likely to find itself isolated. But the worst part is, no one can know the truth until after the war is over, whatever it might be. Some countries don't even care about the truth. All they want is an excuse. But Mr. Wei, I believe we can achieve peace through diplomatic means.
Thank you for your suggestion, Madam Kaltzit. But I'm afraid Wit and I are the last hope for peace between our two countries. Whether our enemy is the Empire's Third Army or the Emperor of Ursus, this war is going to happen eventually, even if we are certain to win it. Peace is no longer an option. If Wit is too meek to use official channels to put a stop to this, it means he'll face too much resistance and criticism for it, even if it works. He's a politician. He has to look out for himself. Having pushed him this far, the Empire's bureaucracy may be in some state of semi-paralysis.
A couple of divisions can hold Ursus hostage, but not Lungmen. This is not Ursus. You're entitled to an emergency response to another moving city. Wouldn't it then be too late to separate the city?
If the core is not stopped, the collision will destroy Lungmen, and the conflict that follows will cause further unfathomable disaster. There we go. There's the voice.
But to stop the core...
Firing our guns or sending a spec ops team would indeed mean a declaration of war on Ursus. Anything which might have been able to stop has been cut completely loose by the Chernobyl core. An isolated city, cut off from all communication, left with nothing but identification codes, needs very little explanation. As you say, Doctor, it's up to Lungmen now. Only we can stop the Chernobyl core.
Think carefully, Mr. Wei. There are serious consequences to an act of war.
War is serious business, but the other choice, as far as Lungmen is concerned, would be far worse. Oh, oops.
Mr. Wei, Rhodes Island.
I'll go.
Huh? Miss Chen?
Chen?
I'll take care of it.
You're a Lungmenite.
I can leave Lungmen.
Superintendent Chen, don't play the hero. This isn't your responsibility.
If Lungmen needs a traitor, let it be me. I'm sick of you, Wei Yanwu. You and your precious city. I stopped being a Lungmenite even before you dug your claws into the slums.
Now is not the time for a debate on ethics.
What did they do? Why did you have to do that to them?
What did they do? Tell me, Miss Chen, what did they do? Tell me, where was it Reunion hid themselves? Where was it they snuck into our city? You trust the slum dwellers because they but do they trust you? Where did that trust come from? Have any of them, aside from your informants or Lin Corjui's ears, reported the infected infiltrating their homes?
Things happened so fast. That does not mean anything.
Did you receive even a single tip? Yes or no?
No.
Not one. Not a single person stepped up. They don't trust you. They would rather put their faith in foreign provocateurs than the Rat King or the superintendent of the LGD.
I'm doing okay. Thanks, Lisa. I hope you're doing okay too.
Maybe Reunion is threatening them. Reunion's infected and known to be violent and dangerous.
Did they forget that Lungmen has never raised a hand against them? I don't blame them for supporting each other. In fact, if the infected didn't support each other, if they hated each other instead, the slums would have long since destroyed themselves. But they could have opposed Reunion. They could have come together with the Rat King's people to fight the infiltrators. They could have asked for your help.
They don't trust...
Exactly. They don't trust you. After all you've done for them, they still don't trust you.
We should have sent the LGD into the slums long ago.
It was the locals who didn't want the LGD in the slums. They were the ones working against my LGD time and time again. Even as Lin Corjui and I worked so hard to root out the criminals and foreign agents from the slums, it was those same locals who scoffed at the sacrifices of our soldiers. Was it Lungmen who that rejected them? Answer me, Mistress Chen. Look me in the eyes and answer me!
It's not their fault.
Then whose, pray tell, is it? How many times have I told you? You have the right to your own thoughts and opinions, provided you don't let them affect your work. The LGD is here to protect Lungmen. The Special Inspection Unit is here to guide the LGD to protect Lungmen. The slums you've done so much for have become a vulnerability that could lead to Lungmen's destruction. Reunion exploited the infected among them to distract us, letting our guard down to Chernobyl. The measures we took to fight off Reunion left us open to this maneuver by the core city, and those infected stood by and did nothing. If Lungmen falls here, it is ultimately by their hand.
No.
Who should be held responsible for turning Lungmen into a flashpoint? Who is responsible for lives lost and blood spilled? So much destruction over a few neighborhoods just because we didn't act in time.
When you say act, do you mean...
Whose fault is it? Was it Lungmen that rejected them? No. It was they who rejected Lungmen.
So you'll dispose of them?
Indifference and lack of vision has already destroyed them. I have no reason to care for these people anymore. Chen, we are all tainted with our innumerable mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. All we can do is fix them, or cover them up for a while. There is always someone who can do what I can't, but for now I still have things to do.
Everyone makes mistakes? I know what you're saying. The infected are a mistake, as long as they exist in the city.
Pig-headed girl. Superintendent Chen, I have told you everything. Now do what you must.
All right then. Wei Yanwu, what I must do, what the LGD must do, is name who is at fault, and correct the mistake. It seems that, according to your definition, I am at fault. We could also say I am the mistake, because I am infected.
You.
Chen? Madam Chen. There's no need to hide it anymore. For 3 years you've been hiding my infection from the world. Now that the infected have no place in this city, neither do I.
Nonsense!
She and I are both infected. I don't belong here. I know what I must do, and I won't be making more mistakes. I am the only one who can stop her. Don't feel bad. I understand. We're sworn brothers, aren't we? Brothers. Remember where we came from. Sworn brothers. Ruined. I am infected, and a traitor to Lungmen. I am the only one who can do this. I hate you, and I hate them. I should love you, but right now I hate every last one of you. Blood relations ruined. We've come this far. All we can do is keep going. Why me? Why does it have to be me? Who could feel safe sitting here? Close family ruined.
No. If you leave this office today, Chen Huiche, you will be an enemy of Lungmen. You will never again be allowed to set foot in this city. And all that we've worked for together for the past 10 years will come to nothing.
Everything I worked for came to nothing as soon as you did what you did. Lungmen is about to go up in flames. A battle is upon us. You have your ways, I have mine. The only difference is, I'm not like you. I don't think anyone is a mistake.
I won't let the city fall, but I won't go in without a plan either. Power is a tool. At the end of the day, if you are going to use this tool to tinker with the world, you have to conform to its expectations. Don't make a mockery of yourself, Inspector Chen. Laugh at that, and you're laughing at yourself. I raised you to change it. I hoped that you would change this world to want more than prosperity and growth.
So, has it changed? Can it be changed? Does everything I've worked for actually mean anything?
Even if it can't now, it must be someday. You're going to make sure it can be changed.
Wait, stop! Who are you? You can't go in there. Security! Where are the guards? There's an intruder! Lord Wei, we will act.
Get out!
Let us act.
You shouldn't have come.
Wei Yanwu, that's all it took to show your true colors. Your private army just shows up here in your office. Madam Chen, Lungmen is threatened. Sounds like you have a strong sense of duty, but I don't believe a word you say. If you have something for him, go ahead. Lord Wei, it is within our means to infiltrate the city, kill the mastermind, and stop the collision. We shall sacrifice our lives for the city and lift this burden from thy shoulders.
Get out!
Lord Wei. How about it, Lord Wei? Wei Yanwu? Will you send them or send me? Is that a tough choice? Why is it you're so decisive when it comes to killing people, and so indecisive when it's time to save them? That's how it is now. That's how it was then. I didn't expect a chance at a proper goodbye. I've thought about it many times, Wei Yanwu. But I never expected to give anyone a proper goodbye. Miss Fumizuki, I'm sorry my mother treated you like that. Thank you for looking after me all these years. I've always thought of you as family. Chan?
Superintendent Chan!
Not anymore. This badge, you can have it back.
Seize her!
You want to fight here first? To decide who's the real traitor? Superintendent Chen, the enemy is at our gates. I'm infected. I'm your greatest enemy. Cease and desist, or I will show no mercy. Who have you ever shown mercy? Don't sound all high and mighty about things you can't do. Lord Wei, look out. Chishao. Brother, if this sword is used to slay dragons, does it also work on Dracos? It just might. Looks like I'll have to be more careful around you. Her arts are overflowing. Doctor, get behind me. I'll block the arts. No, it'll just get torn apart by that kind of power. She's not aiming for us. Get out of her range right now. Okay. Her arts are beginning to expand. Back up. Release! The dragon-slaying sword. Unsheathed. You can block it with just your wrist? Most astute. I see your swordsmanship is sharper than ever, Superintendent. Tempered originium. Chishao, huh? To think they're still making weapons like that. Doctor, is that sword specifically forged to fight against energy-based arts? At first, Madame Chen didn't even let me look at the sword. Was she envisioning a situation where I would be an enemy? Out of my way. Lord Wei, the Superintendent has chosen a path. I may not be able to block a second blow. Shall I put my life on the line? Through my death, I assure you that Inspector Chen will remain in Lungmen. Though I cannot guarantee she'll have her limbs intact, I can ensure that she lives.
Impermissible. You fall back. Do not engage her directly.
I shall immediately alert my brothers. Planning to call reinforcements? Chishao.
Cease!
Huiche, are you going to use the cloud-splitting sword?
Don't forget who taught you your swordsmanship and your arts. I never once thought to strip you of your swordsmanship, but I will no longer play nice at this point. Don't force my hand, Chen Huiche.
Do it then, Master Wei. Chishao answers to me. The day you gave me Chishao, did you think I would slay you? I won't use it to spill your blood, Wei Yanwu. You think you're protecting me, right? My mother died to depression. Tallulah was taken away. I contracted neuropathy in the course of my work. You think everything you've done was for the sake of protecting me, don't you? Is this because of your guilty conscience? Or because of your confidence in your own strategies?
I don't want to witness another tragedy ever again.
Liar! Wei Yanwu, there are those who this sword seeks to kill, and those who it seeks to protect. If she truly wishes to destroy Lungmen...
No, you must not go.
I never thought I would beat you and your black cloaks here. But there is more than one way out of here, Wei Yanwu. The window.
Chen Huiche, stop this foolishness. We're hundreds of meters above the ground.
This wouldn't be the first time I've used the window route. Or the second.
Chen! You must not go to her.
Chen.
You mustn't repeat the same mistakes. You can't go down the same path we did. If there's anyone who should die for this city, that person should be.
Uncle? No. Wei Yanwu. Starting today, we are strangers. The sound of glass smashing echoed across the room, and Chen falls face up from the tall building. The Lord of Lungmen let out a thunderous roar, and the man in the black poncho leapt towards the window like an arrow springing from a bowstring. But Chen had already made up her mind.
Jeez. That was something.
Oh.
Huh. I got the rare drop. Or is that also a first time drop? I don't know. 1 second. If I don't do this now, it'll bug me forever.
A lot of reading. A lot of reading. I hope there's less reading next time. We've already been here an hour and a half, and I've read 3 things. And chapter 7 is a long one. Alrighty. Shall we then? Uptown Lungmen, 7 p.m. Dusk.
A secret arrest warrant? For Chen, sir. It's gotta be a mistake. There's no way. Hey, get back here. I asked you if this was a mistake or not.
Well, not as long as chapter 8, at least. Yeah, but it's still gonna take me an eternity to get through this. You know that, right? Yeah. Well, not much I can do except keep going.
I asked you if this was a mistake or not. Damn it. Chen, sir, what the hell? Who's behind this? I have to find her. I have to hear her side of the story. Yes, I understand.
Anything else, Master?
No. Go and do what I told you for now. When you're finished, find somewhere to lay low for a while. Got it. Now go. Hurry. It turns out there really is someone who can outplay Wei Yanwu. Tallulah. Is this really just fate? Oh, young master. If you could see us now from up there, you would also not wish to see this, would you? But alas, Lungmen's finally come to this. But Hui-Che, be careful, Hui-Che. You mustn't get yourself killed.
Lungmen Harbor Dock, 7:20 p.m.
Damn it! There's still so many of them out there. I thought the LGD was supposed to have this area under control. Yesterday it was Reunion. Today it's these weird infected. Even we can't hold them off. And we can't use heavy-duty weapons inside the city.
Hello, operators. Is that who we're fighting today?
Rosmontus, thank goodness, we're saved.
They're infected who have been twisted by arts? And we can't stop them.
That's right. We mostly brought defense equipment, but I never expected that they'd shred through our steel cables and polyfiber nets like paper. We might have to bring in some military-grade weapons. We're at our limits here, so we had no choice but to ask for backup from the land ship. Thankfully, now that you're here, we might be able to turn the tides. The originium structure inside makes their bodies incredibly tough. We use suppressing fire to keep them under control. Also,
Our scans aren't picking up any signs of brain activity at all. The main point there is they're pretty much already physically dead. They're just empty husks propped up by arts. It's unbelievably cruel.
Whoever did this has to pay. But more importantly, at least you all are safe. Let's make a plan. I'll get them to settle down.
You're going to fight?
Yes.
But you look... Doctor, have you never met Rosmontus before?
Please stand aside, Doctor.
Then you might want to take a step back. I guarantee you've never seen anything like this. Is that a metal box from the land ship flying by?
It's mine. Operator, please describe your impressions of the target.
Hold on, I'll check the manual. Okay, the target's a large group of active, restless individuals. They're moving as a group with no clear objective. Their general trend is clear, but with no set route. That should be good enough, right?
Received. I'll handle this. Dr. Kaltzit was very clear. Once we finish with this, Rhodes Island is to leave Lungman immediately.
Evening, old friend.
Hoshiguma, what are you doing here? How about your injuries?
I'm an Oni. Those scratches are long gone.
Good, now Hold on, were you waiting for me here?
That dune buggy you're pushing is a new model from Rimbilliton, right?
Great for off-road performance, dust-proof, climbs hills with ease, incredible range and fuel efficiency, minimal environmental impact with maximum comfort.
That one? Yeah, sorry, I saw that out on the terminal a million times.
Guess it got stuck in the old noggin.
It's a damn good buggy, though. I'm not even into off-roading and I'd like to get one.
What are you trying to say?
You look like hell, Chan.
Where do you plan on going? How did you know I'd be here?
You come here every time you want to sneak out of the city. Remember? I also know every nook and cranny of this place.
The LGD issued an arrest warrant. But that's not what you're here for.
Of course not. I know exactly what kind of person you are.
This is my only way out of Lungman. I stayed dark the whole way. If the whole LGD knew me half as well as you do,
then you'll never make it out of Lungman.
Excuse me? What do you mean by that?
They're just like me. They don't want you to go.
Hoshiguma, are you going to stop me? Why you, of all people, Hoshiguma?
Of course I am, Chan. I'm an LGD inspector, and more importantly, your friend.
Did you seriously plan to wander off and play the lone hero on a grand adventure?
That is precisely why I cannot let you leave.
You're a Lungmanite, Hoshiguma. This is our last chance. If Wei Yenwu has his way, more people are going to die.
And your way is better?
They call you Madame Oni.
They trust you to take care of the Lungmen they love so much. Let me go, Hoshiguma. Do they really love Lungmen-chan?
You...
Me? I'm old school. Comics, movies, booze, rainy streets. Some guy running by with an umbrella. I like my stuff retro. Just not bikes.
People say some stuff goes out of style quick.
Chen, can we really outrun time itself? I can't. No way. It moves too fast. That chase has crushed so much of what I care about. This is all I have left. A yellowed splotch, a dog-eared page. I've got names for 'em all. And it sucks. I hate how time took all these people from me. They died horrible, miserable deaths, sacrificing themselves to try to find a place in this world. But me? I simply watched them all vanish into dust. Some of them, I smashed their dreams to pieces with these very two hands. They didn't love Lungmen. They simply had nowhere else to go. And in the end, that was my fault. You're not going anywhere, Chan. Afat died. All those people died for Lungmen. You're going to pretend you never saw any of that. Don't act like you knew them. They were with me a lot longer than you. I knew them much better than you. It's my duty to protect Lungmen. No matter who stands in my way, it's my duty. That hasn't changed. So you're still Superintendent Chen? And who gave you this duty? I did. Is that just something you wanted to hear yourself say? Look at you. You're gonna save Lungmen all by yourself. One woman against all of Reunion. Your temper tantrum won't get you that far. It's funny. You're always the one who carried out Mr. Wei's orders because you could relate with him. Now I'm the one who relates with him a bit better, and I'm the one carrying out his orders. How the tables have turned. I've seen the gist of Mr. Wei's plans. If someone has to die, Mr. Wei thinks it ought to be him. You're carrying the Chen family's blood. Once this all blows over, no one's coming after you. You mean he... Mr. Wei would rather he die than you. You give him too much credit. Maybe you don't give him enough, Chen. If he wants to die, he's welcome to it. But what will that get us? What's the point? Will it prevent a war? Will it get Lungmen out of this mess? If he dies, it'll get some of the blame off of Lungmen. I think all the blame will pretty much vanish into thin air, actually. You really think it'll be that easy? Nothing's ever that easy. That's why he wants you running the LGD. You'll get his job and be chief of the LGD sooner or later. After that, you'll become the boss of the entire city. There's been a lot of rot left behind, and you should be the one to clean it out. I get what Mr. Wei wants from you. Though he's been waiting for a long time, I can tell that his beliefs and methods haven't changed from the day I met him. Lungmen still needs you, and she doesn't want you in danger. I'm just so disgusted. Mr. Wei's death may not matter to you, but once he's gone, you can change this city. I have to tell you something, Hoshiguma. It's the reason I don't belong here. Don't mess with me, Chen. No one's more Lungmen than you. I'm an infected. What? Since when? 3 years ago. You've been hiding it from me? I didn't mean to. How come you didn't even tell me? Wei Yuanwei didn't want anyone to know. We couldn't have an infected in the LGD, so I couldn't be infected. Hoshiguma, there is no place for the infected here, or anywhere else in this world. I've had enough of Wei Yuanwei for controlling us. I'm not going to be his tool anymore. No, I get it. I finally actually really get it, Chen. I know exactly why you can't leave Lungmen. What? If you leave and go to that core city, Mr. Wei would have to brand you an enemy. Not just an enemy, but a dangerous infected enemy working against Lungmen. The whole city would know you're infected. They might even think you're working with Reunion. And that'll be the end of it. You'll never be able to come back. I don't care. That's my line. You're infected? I don't care. I don't care. Missy doesn't care. 9 doesn't care. The LGD doesn't care. Not even Mr. Wei cares. He wants you to change this place. He doesn't want you gone. You didn't see how ruthlessly he treated the infected. I did. And 9? She's already gone. She quit the LGD because she was infected too. 9 too? You know? Nan and I might have contracted erypathy on the same mission. She went undercover for me in Reunion, and then because of Reunion, she abandoned Lungmen. Because she saw the truth of this city. But you didn't betray Lungmen. I'm not letting you take the fall for a crime you didn't commit. Oh, hello. Hang on. A little patience, please. Pen rules 01. There we go.
Hoshiguma, why do you think I'm going to the core city?
I've never been good at guessing games. Just get to the point.
Huh. Do you know who's leading a reunion?
I forgot her name.
Tallulah. Missy didn't tell you?
Tell me what?
Tallulah is my sister.
Oh. Huh, I get it. Chan, you're not going today.
Why? Is my sister, my family, not important enough?
That's why. That's why I can't let you go. Even if I have to die here, I'm not letting you go.
That's not for you to decide, Hoshiguma.
Hanya can decide.
No matter what stands in my way, whether it's a catastrophe, or a shield, or an Oni, I'm not giving in. The blacksmith who cast this shield had his whole family killed by a gang of wandering Onis. His fury is much more toxic than any catastrophe. The blood that stains this shield and the tragedy it represents is much more wicked than any catastrophe. Chan, Mr. Wei isn't a good man. We can kick his ass together. Whatever you want to do, I'll do it with you. You want my Colombian big single 70 VV? It's yours. Chan, now's not the time. Don't go. Don't force me to do this. It's all I ask. Force you? Why are you talking like Wei Yenwu? I don't like it. When Wei did what he did, no. When he betrayed his brother, failed my mother, and put this city to sleep under his cloud of wickedness, that's when I decided to do this. You might think that stuff has anything to do with you, but I don't think so. What do you mean? What he did for you, and what you should be doing, none of it is connected. That is what Mr. Wei was hoping for. He didn't want to play the bad guy. He's not power hungry. He gave you the sword. You don't get it. Understand what? It wasn't just one time. It happened again, and again, and again. I destroyed my home. I destroyed my family. Covered horn to toe in blood every time I fought to the bitter end, until I was the only one left standing. Because that's what I thought was right, and they were wrong. I found myself asking a lot if I really deserved to live. I don't. But I lived anyway. I just can't live for myself anymore. Putting yourself out because of some concept of right and wrong, that's the dumbest thing a person can do. And I've dealt with the regret my whole life. You think you're the only one who's got a lot of baggage, Miss Chan. Stop talking like that! So why can't you understand me? Even a little bit. Unlucky day! Hi! Welcome! How are you? We've been through so much together all these years. There's still something you can't tell me? I've got my baggage and you've got yours. We both know that. Even so, what is there you still don't understand? I never pulled any of you into this. How can you say I don't understand you? Because I've seen too many people die for nothing. I don't care who you are. I just care where you're going. I'm not letting you go. This is all on the leader of Reunion. You can't change the situation. You'll just die for nothing too. No one wants to see that. Not the LGD, not Lungman. Thank you, Hoshiguma. But I'm still going. Really? If we have to fight, you should know I'm not scared of you. You really have to go, huh? You feeling like you're hard as iron right now? I told you before, you're lost in your own thoughts. You've lost sight of everything around you and everything everyone's done for you. Your stubbornness is only going to get you hurt. Fine. I guess you'll have to take a beating before you can learn, like a young Hoshiguma, that being a stubborn ass is just a stupid impulse. If you want to fight, Chen, then let's do it. Show me everything you've learned these last 2 years. Stop talking like that. EX-42, long-range Originium Arts Control Device. Operator Rosmontis requesting approval. Approved for use in defensive operations. Removal approved. User, Annihilation Specialist, Elite Operator Rosmontis. Activation approved. Okay, I'm going. Please tell Closure for me about the Rhodes Island landship startup.
Hurry, Doctor, get in the cabin. Don't watch. If you get hit by Rosmontis' shrapnel, you're pretty much a goner. Here we go. Renegade Blade. Oh wow. How do I deal with this guy? Like this? God damn it. Really should have taken a Lord, shouldn't I? Come on. Stop it. Okay. Okay, so you're not going to do anything. We're going to use deep colors to stall. While she gets her skill back. Alright. And then we're gonna do this.
ちの子たちをいじめないで。絶対後悔しますからね。こんな枯葉なんか跡形もなく吹き飛ばしてやる。
Just keep distracting them until they die. That's the plan.
早く次の指示を。敵がもう目の前に迫ってる。風に獲物の冷たいお水をかぶって目が覚めた。リンゴちゃん、今日もよろしくね。来た来た来た来た。絶対後悔しますからね。当たらないよ。俺にこの一射でお前の喉を貫く。
There we go. And now it's just this guy left. He should die pretty soon. Yep. GG! Okay. I remember having trouble with that sage at one point. I guess just having properly leveled operators is enough. Uptown Lungman, 7:20 p.m. You're pretty serious about this. Real unexpected. Never would have thought that you'd be able to make me bleed. We have never been able to walk away from our past. 𝍊🋼🍊, you've always been a part of this city, but not me. I've always been running. I don't think I'll ever be able to stand this place. It turned into another one of those in the end. I can't stop you. Go. Don't forget you can deploy and retreat summoners to have more summons afterwards. Yeah, I do know that. But I completely forgot. I know that intuitively, but in my brain I'm like, oh yeah, like scene and one of Maya's skills, not the explosion. I think it's not the explosion one at least. And then I think even Magellan all have skills that get summons back. Oh, and Ling. Whereas Deep Color starts off with summons and doesn't get any more. Which is why I keep forgetting about that. I might be wrong about Maya, but I'm pretty sure Magellan, Ling, and Scene do. I know for a fact that Scene does. Sorry, 𝍊🋼🍊. After I'm gone, please go to the slums for me. The people there are panicked and confused. Someone from the LGD has to protect them. If some infected kids give you a toy bear, keep it. An Ursus girl named Misha taught them how to make those bears. She died because we failed her. Okay, I will. I'm sorry. I owe you one. I don't need your apologies. Honestly, you're not good at them. 𝍊🋼🍊, I think we're done here. Go, and don't come back. Take care of yourself. Can't stand this place. How many people care about this city as much as you do? Bullshit. Inspector 𝍊🋼🍊. Huh? Inspector, you're hurt? Who could've? Oh yes, we just saw Madam Chen. Oh that, sorry. Do you guys have a second to talk? Inspector, you're disobeying orders too? I wouldn't put it that way. Get out! Yes, Lord Wei. I told you not to call me that! As you wish. We await your orders. Miss Kaltzit and young Amir,
Before you speak, could I have a word with him? Yes, go ahead, Miss Fumi-Zuki. All yours. We've been together 10 years now, Wei Yanwu.
Why talk about this? Why now?
One look in your eyes and I can tell what you're thinking.
Fumi-Zuki?
Now, I've always been able to tell. I know Lungmen means the world to you. I know all that you've given her. I know about the dreams you have for her.
No, Fumi-Zuki.
But this isn't what you want, is it? Gomen. I'm not referring to our current dilemma. What I mean is, this prosperity that you've given everything for. You lost 2 loved ones. Actually, I think you said it was 3. Maybe dozens. Surely you couldn't bear to lose your niece as well.
She loathes the Shadow Guard. If I send them to retrieve her, she will fight them to the death.
No, Wei Yanwu. That's not what I mean. Won't you regret it? If you let them both die in some foreign city. So what if they're infected? Are they not your nieces? If we had children of our own, is this how you would treat them?
All that I've done for the sake of our land. I never intended for Chen Hui-Chafe to do my work for me.
But that's how she is. No. Keeping the truth from her only deepens the cut. It only makes her feel like she doesn't belong here. Your expectations of her, they're too distant and too difficult.
But can I stop at this point? I have struggled against the men behind me and the city below me for so long. And this is all I have to show for it. Would Lungmen allow me to stop? This is what she wanted. To get to the source of our problems. She wanted to change this city into something completely unlike the city under my rule. All I did was teach her how to get there, what she would have to do, and what she would have to give up.
All right, that's enough rationalizing. You're giving me a headache. I'll go bring her home myself. I won't sit back and watch her die. I will do what you cannot.
Nonsense. I won't allow it. I have plans to bring her back. And you, Fumi-Zuki, are not to set foot outside this building.
Oh. You'll stop me? Damare. Konoyaro. Phew. Huh? Doctor, what did Miss Fumi-Zuki say? It's been a long time since I've heard such angry Higashinese. Have you forgotten who I am, Wei Yanwu?
Even I have my limits, Fumi-Zuki.
Have you forgotten who you are?
Fumi-Zuki!
Doctor, I think Mr. Wei might really care for Miss Fumi-Zuki.
The same may also go for Fumi-Zuki, maybe.
Now then, on to our friends from Rhodes Island. How much will it cost for you to help Lungmen and our Chen? I'll cover it myself.
You
really gonna hire us like this, Miss Fumi-Zuki? I am. It may be improper to say, but my husband is not exactly in top form today. Or I might say, our opponent's plans have gone beyond anything we might have predicted, and included all that he holds dear. They have a complete understanding of both Lungmen and Wei Yanwu.
Fumi-Zuki, that's enough.
Who are you to say what's enough? Doctor, name your price. I can pay.
I understand everything you've said here, Miss Fumi-Zuki, and money won't be necessary, but I need you two to hear me out. Doctor?
Maybe this isn't the place to say it, but if I can speak freely,
Lungmen needs some outside assistance. Can I continue, Miss Fumi-Zuki?
By all means. I don't let words get to me.
Nonsense.
Rhodes Island is only a pharmaceutical company, but the world is a tough place. It doesn't let up on any of us. Especially a pharmaceutical company like ours that tends to make a lot of enemies, be it in business, geopolitics, or otherwise. We wander the cracks between countries because we have no other choice. Hiya, Miss! When the forces of the world align to put pressure on us, we need our own special methods to handle them. But if our methods are to work, we need the forces acting against us to have a shred of sense left in their thick skulls. So when there comes a day like today, where anything could happen, Rhodes Island has to be ready with the right response.
Get to the point.
I have a proposal.
I hope it's a good one.
I'm not sure if I should be disclosing this information to you, Mr. Wei. You must know with Lungman's strength and your talents, you could annihilate Rhodes Island with a snap of your fingers. No matter how advanced our equipment may be, there is nothing you could do against your forces. If we act against you, Rhodes Island is as good as dead.
Go on, Dr. Kaltsit. Miss Amiya, rest assured I have no energy to direct at Rhodes Island anymore. So please proceed.
Very well. When we first met, Mr. Wei, you were very curious about our military capabilities. I can admit now, as I just said, Rhodes Island is no match for Lungman in this respect. However, no matter how strong a force it may be, it can be limited by the circumstances it finds itself in. It's largely a difference of degree. Even your men can't project power with their hands tied. Even if you step onto the battlefield personally, the enemy still has something to use against you. The truth is, a colleague of mine once saw the Duke of Kashchi at a fundraising banquet with his adopted daughter. This wasn't a slave market, or some noble but what is that word? Bacano?
No clue.
It was an event for those who represent the many movers and shakers of the world.
Continue.
I'm sure you can guess what happened next, Mr. Wei. Many young people proved their value that night, with the ideas and theories they espoused. But Tallulah did not. Neither my colleagues nor I ever expected that she would become the leader of Reunion. In fact, we should have realized that the Duke of Kashchi only shows himself when necessary, to do what is necessary. Otherwise he stays out of sight. Kashchi won't tip his hand in exchange for assistance, and neither will Tallulah. I'm sure you know their relationship better than we do, Mr. Wei. The Duke of Kashchi never made her a slave or a hostage.
She is his successor.
Oh?
Your observations confirm my suspicions, Dr. Kaltsit. Tallulah is Kashchi's successor.
Correct, Mr. Wei. The Duke of Kashchi knows what you have, and what you're capable of. Tallulah may as well. You can leave this in our hands now, Mr. Wei. We have what it takes to handle this situation. Like Amiya told you before, the official agreement between Lungman and Rhodes Island is over. By now, the Rhodes Island landship has left Lungman's port. What we do from here has nothing to do with Lungman. Is that acceptable, Amiya? Yes, Mr. Wei. We won't concern ourselves with the future of Lungman or your personal business, but all this is the result of someone conspiring to exploit the infected, and we will fight it with all our might. If you'll permit us to act, and you can promise you won't act against us in any way, then the battle to come is our battle, Rhodes Island's battle.
I won't rely on the infected. I don't trust the infected. The only difference between you and Reunion is that you haven't turned against Lungman yet. What was Reunion like before? Even if we don't remember, someone does. They weren't anything like this. You can dress up your schemes in fancy words, just as Reunion can shout from the rooftops that they will be the ones to deliver the infected from their fate. In the end, they still ended up being cannon fodder for Ursus. In short order, Ursus will snuff out the fire that is Reunion. Will you be the next Reunion? Who can say? When will you bare your fangs and turn against us? What's more, I doubt you have the strength to deal with Kashchi's successor. That Duke of Kashchi.
Only Lungman has successfully opposed him over all these years.
Mr. Wei, you intend to personally lead your forces to attack the Chernobyl core city, correct?
Don't make blind conjectures.
What you just told me, Mr. Wei, is revealing. You think you're the only one who can handle this situation. It's true that Lungman has the raw power to do it, and you've also overcome the machinations of Ursus. And this time, you intend to sacrifice yourself to nullify the declaration of war on Ursus. As Miss Fumizuki said, you feel you've betrayed your principles, and you hope to end it all with your death.
I've made so many mistakes. My death can't pay for them all. I don't even know who I'd be paying.
Nevertheless, Mr. Wei, are you so certain that after your death no one will bear you any ill will?
Lungman is strategically important to Yan. Thanks to my protection, it will continue to prosper.
I was referring to Lady Fumizuki. Dr. Kelsit, show some tact. Dr. Kelsit, what are you saying? I meant what I said. Mr. Wei, I'm afraid your wife will suffer because of your actions. Even if you're dead, she is your widow. She'll still know everything you knew. Since someone is forcing you to act against your will, I believe this sort of thing is to be expected. I have a feeling that particular individual won't be so magnanimous. That's enough, Dr. Kelsit. You're way out of line. I can't.
You're saying that even if I do this, I still won't be able to protect Fumizuki.
And it may not end with Miss Fumizuki. I can go too. Death is the worst that can happen.
Fumizuki! Speak, Dr. Kelsit.
For the sake of your beloved city and your beloved people, I am begging you, Lord Wei, leave this to the experts. We may be powerless against a standing army, but we know the infected. We know what they want and what they don't. Only the infected can face the infected.
So what do you want, leader of Rhodes Island, Dr. Kelsit? You're not a charity. Attacking the core city is tantamount to throwing an egg at a boulder. It will be ruinously expensive and may be utterly futile.
You understand our position, Mr. Wei.
At this point, it benefits us both to speak plainly.
More than your agreement with our battle plan, Mr. Wei, we need your guarantee. Considering you may change your mind in the future, we need your promise for now. Because I believe that Lungman and your family and Madame Chen are worth that promise. We don't need your money, Miss Fumizuki. Your kindness and your attitude toward the infected are enough for us to execute this operation free of charge. Little rabbit? Huh?
I agree. Until the end of the Lungman-Chernobyl conflict, we, Lungmen, will not in any way interfere in Rhodes Island's affairs. And it looks to me like the good Dr. Kelsit has yet more to say. Speak up, I can endure it for the time being, because I need Rhodes Island to save one very specific infected.
And then I have another proposal.
Name your price.
20 years ago, Edward Artorius, father of Tallulah Artorius, died here in Lungman. I would like Mr. Wei to lend us his remains.
Oh, jeez. Oh, goodness. Goodness. All this reading. Okay. I think I'll do one more for now. And then I want to do some other stuff. The reading is taking a toll on my throat. So I think this will be the last one for today. For now. Of Arknights. But obviously there'll be more. You know what I mean. I will be playing another game after this, likely. Today. Hang on. There are 2 enemies. Very simple stage. Playing? Whatever do you mean? Oh, you know what? Verdant can stay with us. He needs the what's the word? Trust. Rhodes Island Bridge, 6 a.m. You mean that I haven't played that much today as Hypergriff intended? What do you mean? I still don't understand.
Attention, our outstanding operators. I have some important information to report to everyone in Rhodes Island. This is Amia. As of last night, Rhodes Island has officially left Lungmen. In light of recent developments, the trade agreement between us and Lungmen has been cancelled. We no longer have any reason or standing to remain inside the city. Fortunately, we've already purchased a lot of supplies from Lungmen, which will sustain our operations for a while. Unfortunately, some of our operators will be shortly going deep into Chernobygg's core city. An extremely tough battle awaits us there. Many may think that war is a distant concern to us. War, they may say, is a conflict between two countries and has nothing to do with a pharmaceutical company. But war, I think war has never left us. We have always been in a war. The long war of injustice against the infected. The war that drives people to hate one another. To develop an effective treatment for neuropathy and give the infected a chance to use it, our medics have poured countless hours into their research.
They put tower defense phases into the visual novel. I still don't understand what you mean. What do you mean I haven't played that much today as Hypergriff intended? I still don't understand.
Likewise, it has always been our goal to provide the most advanced medical treatment to those here who suffer from neuropathy, inhibiting and slowing the progression of neuropathy. That you read... that you read more than you play. Oh, I see. Okay. When you said playing in quotation marks, I thought you meant that I'd be playing another game. But what you mean is that I have been playing Arknights. I see. Good job. Huh? I can't say you're wrong. I really can't, but, you know, one step at a time. But that is far from enough. Before we can achieve these goals, we must face the ever-growing conflicts between the infected and uninfected. The enemies of the infected will not see them treated, and each crime they commit against the infected aggravates the tensions between the groups, all while others exploit and enslave the infected for their own profit. There are those who oppose us, and even attack us, solely because we seek a cure for neuropathy. We have suffered this in the past. Imagine if we develop a medicine to treat this disease, but never have a chance to administer it to the infected. What then? Our enemy is not only neuropathy. There is no safety for us standing back from this war anymore. 2 weeks ago, Reunion and Rhodes Island engaged in a violent confrontation. Many of our operators sacrificed themselves in Chernobyg. A story we have seen unfold far too many times. But if every sacrifice demands vengeance from us, then we will be locked into an endless cycle of revenge. Countless lives will be taken by our enemies, and taken by our own hands. Our struggle with Reunion cannot rest upon hatred. If we are able to negotiate with them, we will demand from them an explanation, and hold them accountable for their actions. But Reunion is still gripped by their madness, even today. They have taken control of Chernobygg's core city and are driving it into Lungmen. Even stranger, Ursus has not surrendered its territorial control of the core city. They retain a territorial claim on Chernobog, even with it under Reunion's control. Even when Ursus never took action as this entire incident unfolded. The Empire of Ursus ignored the atrocities committed in Chernobog and made no effort to stop them whatsoever. They abandoned their own citizens. This has led me to conclude that Ursus has conspired to bring about these events. A collision with the core city will spark an international war, a war between Ursus and Yarn. By then, it will be too late. No matter who stands behind Reunion, no matter how hard they've been pushed, no matter who the real mastermind behind all this is, there will only be one truth laid grimly at our feet. The infected caused this war. No matter the outcome of the war, the infected will always be the scapegoat. They will face even more brutal oppression, more miserable lives, and an eternal, fiery hatred. If that comes to pass, all Rhodes Island has done will come to nothing. There won't be a single country in the world that will allow us to treat the infected, or allow them a normal life. Indeed, this is an unavoidable part of our protracted war on Aripathy. Rhodes Island has always been fighting this war, and it's a difficult war to win. But despite that, we will never give up. We will fight the fanatics with reason, and enmity with clever strategy. We will press on, because no one wants to see a bitter end to our efforts. So we will stop Reunion. We will stop the Chernobyg core city from colliding with Lungmen. I hope that those of you staying here on the landship will look after Rhodes Island, whether or not we return. Rhodes Island will fight on. Right. Situation normal. Phew. You make a charming orator. Yeah. Wait, what? Was it maybe too gloomy? Yeah, some other operators will think so too. They said, at times like these, we should be boosting morale. But I thought about it and realized we're not that kind of team. It's not about good or bad morale for us. We need to understand what it is we're doing. The harder things get, the more we need to tell everyone the truth. We can't be making our decisions blind. What could be more dangerous than walking around this world blindfolded? I heard Madame Chen left Lungmen. It's true. I'm thinking Madame Chen will probably steal into the core city alone. Lungmen, the infected, her bloodline. Madame Chen is a complicated person, with a lot of contradictions tied up inside her. But even carrying around all that, she still didn't give up. She didn't run away. She carried it all with her into Chernobyg. She's not afraid of betrayal, exile, or death. Dr. Autunna, Madame Chen is infected.
I knew it all along. I mean, I've read her file.
Yes. Doctor, when we get to the core city, we're also going to do what we can to rescue her. Not only because Madame Chen is our friend, and not entirely because someone hired us to do it. Madame Chen will not face Reunion alone. We will stand with her. Everything she worked so hard to protect, and the painful silence she forced on herself. We will help her, because we both want the same thing. Sounds pretty generous. Doctor, that look on your mask, it's funny. I've doubted Madame Chen before. I took her for the type who couldn't change. But when she reached out to help the infected, I saw it. I saw the color of her heart. That's an interesting turn of phrase. It's just how I'd describe it. I don't really know how to explain what I see, and it wouldn't be right to transmit it to the people directly. But to protect the infected in a moving city, to keep that ideal is heroic. Madame Chen isn't a cold-blooded person. She's stern and strict. But that's exactly why her sense of justice forces her to fight against the darkness in this world. even if she's never said so herself. So we'll go. Sure, I made that promise myself. Dr. Autunna, are you talking about... Oh! Miss Frostnova. Right. And Misha. If there's something we can do to prevent a repeat of Misha's tragedy, to bring some comfort to Frostnova and her men, and to help even more people, to stop the birth of new sorrow in this land, we will do it. I've sent both of you the information. This will be the first time the three of us have taken command together. You could always stay here. It's up to you, but I can't force you. Dr. Kaltzit? I'm listening. I hope you can set aside whatever preconceptions you have of Dr. Autunna. And I hope you'll set aside whatever prejudice you may have towards Dr. Kaltzit, Dr. Autunna, from the things she said before, at least for the time being. Dr. Autunna has amnesia. Rhodes Island has no reliable treatment to restore the doctor's memory in 2 short weeks. So everything that the doctor is now the product of everything that the doctor is now is the product of new understanding and cognition. Dr. Kaltzit, I hope you can look at this Dr. Autunna in a new light. And Dr. Autunna, I don't want you doubting Dr. Kaltzit's intentions just because of what she's said. She's the person that you can rely on the most. Whether you trust her or not, she is. Please promise me, both of you. What else can I do? Dr. Autunna, water under the bridge isn't an option for us. Morality won't turn us into better people. Dr. Kaltzit! I'm not refusing your proposal, Amir. It's just... forgiveness is a form of kindness. Of waiving your right to anger will only make us weak beyond measure. I will not waive that right. But for now, I'll shelve my prejudices. Let's deal with the core city first, once and for all. Look forward to working with you, Kaltzit. If you're willing. I didn't think it would be this easy. Honestly, I was even expecting you to weave in some traps and pitfalls among your words. But what's the harm? I look forward to working with you, Dr. Autunna. What's the plan? Oh yeah. Which part of the plan are you asking about, Doctor? First, we'll need a way into the core city. Rhodes Island does have its own way of doing things. Take a look at the report. I'll cover every part of the plan. In 4 hours, we'll trigger a small sandstorm in the middle of the path. We'll trigger a small sandstorm in the path of the Chernobyl core city. Yeah, I keep having to move my legs around. 10 o'clock a.m. Wilderness.
Number 1. Compressor number 1 powered. Number 2.
Ammunition stockpile number 2 ready. Number 3.
Wind pump number 3, camouflage. Camouflage in place. Is the camouflage going to work?
The Chernobyl core city's command tower has... How does Firewatch talk again?
Frick, I should know this. She's one of my favorite operators.
The Chernobyl core city command tower has a wide line of sight. This won't work without camouflage.
They didn't even try to hide the fact that the core city was basically designed as a warship. The Empire thrives through violence and conquest.
Damn. So this is just how the Empire of Ursus designs things?
Designs put ideas into people's heads, and those ideas turn around and influence the design. Living in an environment like this will breed a natural hostility towards outsiders sooner or later. It's not fair to ordinary Ursus civilians to paint them with such a broad brush.
Oh, I'll grab the backup cables.
But how many crimes did Ursus commit against my hometown? They'll never be able to wash the blood off their hands. Now they seek to use the infected to spark their next war, to justify even greater cruelty against the infected. Does this not prove their brutality? They put the torches to our fields and choked our wells with ashes. They razed entire villages, leaving only charred corpses behind. They slaughtered the land itself. Only rubble remains. Those are the ordinary Ursus civilians I know. Had they not supported the war, none of these things would have happened. I believe that was not the collective will of the people of Ursus, but rather the manifestation of evil ideals. We are not fighting the people of Ursus, but against evil itself. Firewatch. This may not be Casimir's land we're standing on, but still, we will not see those atrocities repeated. It doesn't matter whether the enemy is Ursus or not. Reunion may call themselves Ursus, or they may not, but we're not here to hurt people. We're here to stop people from getting hurt. The Knights never helped us, guerrillas. Our leaders waited years, but in the end, help never came. We fought to the last, alone, until we were devoured by Ursus. Not many of us are still around to tell the tale. Who can I trust? How am I supposed to believe in the benevolence of Ursus's honest folk? I don't blame the Knights, especially not you, Nell. But I keep thinking back to the time I spent fighting Ursus. I don't trust them, and I don't trust Casimir's. That was a grave mistake on the part of the Casimir's Knights. A mistake that they could not right, and they did not manage to protect Casimir's. But at least, we can fight side by side today, Firewatch. I didn't have a chance to help you back then, but this time, we fight. Not for our homes, but to put an end to Ursus's atrocities. Even if we're only here as support, I'm still prepared to fight for what I believe in, to die for you. To die for someone else. Not all knights are like you. But I believe this is what a knight should be. There is meaning in dying for someone else. Madam Firewatch, let this battle be my apology to you. Operator Null, anything you need me to do? Guard the area until the devices are fully operational. 4 hours ago. So you've already chosen our camouflage. After so many major combat actions, infiltration is essentially a required course for our operators. Every situation is different, but using the terrain to conceal your position is always a must. Sometimes it's snow, sometimes it's grassy plains, sometimes it's a swamp. We have different techniques each time. Lungman is here in the deserts and barren lands, so use the sand to cover your tracks. That's the trick. I'm not so sure about this. It's just a way to cover our tracks. Rhodes Island isn't about unilateral operations. Successful infiltration is the sum of a lot of moving parts. The information 𝍊𝋼𝍊𝋼 gave us authenticated the Chernobyl blueprints I have. That means we have a solid picture of what the core city's lower levels look like. Dummy! Hello! Huh? You heading off, Kernan? See you later! But yeah, I'm not dead. I was never dead. I almost died, but I'm not dead. That's what matters, right? If you didn't know, 𝍊𝋼𝍊𝋼 is Helga's. I think I knew that. Nah, I don't remember. When the time comes, we'll enter through the drainage system in the Foundation, but we'll need bait. We can't hook our prey without bait. Same for the hunter. Yes, you're right. But given enough time, even the worst hunter can tell the difference between prey and bait. We'll have to stay out of sight long enough to prevent that. 10 a.m. You don't need us to land for this op, do you, Instructor? There isn't a good spot on the core city, and Reunion isn't exactly poorly equipped. They got casters too,
Landing would be trucky. Ready for right into No need. Just make it look like we're going to land, but keep circling the city. We didn't bring a tactical team. Not much we can do with just the two of us. Yeah, I didn't think of that. How would you not think of that? Just kidding, instructor. Put the whip down. We've got the wuss who flies the bad guy, and now this joker. You can keep us up for half an hour, can't you? Not a problem. Just keep their attention. The reunion element in the ruins knows we have an aircraft, but we can't be sure about what their people in the core city might know. Rest assured, you'll be riding the good boy, and he's a lot noisier than the bad guy. It'll be all eyes on us for a solid half hour. Just watch me, instructor. Careful now. Don't get us shot down. Just sit back and relax, instructor. I chauffeured Blaze and Ascalon around 100 times and we never got shot down on any of these low flights. Getting shot down is a one-time thing. "10 a.m. Core City outskirts." Huh? What's that? Up in the sky? They're flying? The enemy brought a new weapon! What country is it from? Just shoot it down already! We don't know what it's carrying. We can't let it land. Don't panic. If it drops low enough, we'll light it up. Just don't let it out of your sight. What kind of safety features are on this thing? Are you afraid of heights, instructor? A little. Don't worry. If something goes wrong, we won't have time to react. The crash will pulverize us. Won't even be able to identify our bodies. The great equalizer. How could I not worry? Amiya, we've managed to distract the enemy. They're convinced we're preparing to land. Begin the operation. Attention, combat operators. A smattering of enemies is approaching our position. Likely a recon team from the core city. Our equipment is active. We won't let them ruin our plans. Madam Firewatch, cover me. Roger. Here we go! Finally! Half an hour of reading later. Alrighty now. Huh.
感電ってすっごく痛いんですよ。行け！私たちの実力を見せてあげよう。みんな、こっち来て。お水のお届けだよ。準備箱を通さないよ。
Oh, damn it. I didn't bring enough small fries. Okay.
もうちょっと
That's fine. I'll just swap out.
やりたかった。
I think I might have to swap out Verdant. I did want Verdant to get. I did want Verdant to get some trust, but it looks like I need Vigna more.
隊長は私ですから。
And also,
至らないところがあればいつでも指摘をお願いします。
I don't have space for all of these. Let's see. Okay, we'll swap out Myrtle, and we'll bring in Scavenger.
たかが入隊で
Okay.
何か言わなきゃダメなのか。
It's okay, many people fail this stage. Oh! Welcome back, Lisa. You're off work. We'll see if I failed it a second time.
ドクター、
I might,
ブムたちの会議
but we'll see.
感電ってすっごく痛いんですよ。やるぞ。戦闘態勢に入ります。準備箱を通さないよ。
Okay.
水場の清掃なら得意だよ。
Okay, I do still need more cheaper operators.
まだよ。
They did then still do now. Huh. Fair enough. Okay. Let's consider I don't need bubble. I'll bring in a Ren.
分かった
Okay.
従うよ
Okay, I know how we're gonna play this. Yep, this seems right. Okay.
バレないように気配を殺していけ。行くよ。武器は磨いてある。 やるぞ。
Wait, what? How'd they get this far? What? Beanstalk was enough to handle them this time.
先に帰ってて
Rip Estelle, forgotten.
足止めくらいは
Estelle's not cheap enough. I won't be able to get her out as quick. I won't be able to get her out quickly enough. The reason I'm taking a Ren is because a Ren can help cover 2 lanes. Estelle can't. I know I brought 3 Vanguards. I still can't get her out quickly enough.
ムースは地味だから
She costs 18. People, things are leaking here when I had 18.
行け。私たち
Oh,
の
that's what I did wrong. I put P cake at the wrong spot. Okay. Cool. Oh no, I kept placing Pure Stream. That's what I kept doing. Okay. Okay. Here? Sure. We'll just have to pay extra close attention to the top lane. Oh, I don't have medics for this bottom lane. Oh goodness. I've made a right mess of this already. Okay, doing alright.
早くしろ。飛ぶでもがいてろ。早くしろ。やるのか。私の
There we go.
刀を振るうことだけ。おっ、今よ。粉々になれ。ここからはムースの戦いです。ああ、危ない。
Gummy is a medic. Oh yeah. Well, that's why I put. I definitely thought about it over there. So, how's my Ambriel? My Ambriel's actually not bad. Elite to level 40. I believe I have second or third module with. Did I max out one of her skills? I think I wanted to max out one of her skills, but I didn't have the mats for it.
私この子たちに勝てる？
Recommend a game switch? Okay, but the game switch priority, right, is I finish what I'm doing in this game first, okay? Oh wait. Oh, so okay, so you don't actually want me to switch what game I'm playing. You just want me to use Ambriel. I see, I see. No, this is allowed too, I guess. Okay. This is disgusting. No, 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 no. Damn it. I hate the pause button. You're a master of improvised redeems. I see. Alright. Have it your way. Oh no, I should use Vermeil more. I didn't use Deep Color too well though. Where is Ambriel? There she is. Yeah, I didn't. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I thought stage 2. Yeah, I did. Hey, do you want me to do another stage and get a rock? I can do that. Actually, you know what? I probably don't need to. Of course. Of course I don't need to. I have plenty of rocks. What am I talking about? Oh. Polyketon type materials. Interesting. We use a rent for this. Rocks. Give me a rock. If I like more sun chance, go for it. Sure. Am I specializing anyone right now? I don't think I am. Hang on. Let's do this. There we go. Now let's go. God, I'm poor. Oh, I'm no longer poor. This is great news. Like personally, like 30 seconds sunlock. Okay. Let's see if do I have anyone in training. Oh, this is what I was doing. Okay. I can swap this out. Where is Ambriel? She's working. No, that's fine. Which skill, Domi? I'm assuming... I don't know. Obviously, I'm swapping Gabriel. Skill 2. Okay, that's what I thought. There we go. Now, to replace her in here... Fire whistle. There we go. There's rare situations where S1 is useful. I thought so. Okay, there we go. Right, now. I need another defender. I'm not using Ethan. At least not well. Let's play Durna. Actually, no, you said Estelle. Estelle's great. What am I talking about? You're correct. Rephrase, mega rare. Like 2 stages tops, I see. That's fine. I'll still max out all the skills. All of them. Definitely. Yay. How do I want to play this? No, still Vigna here. Then Estelle at the back. Okay. Pause. Okay. Leveling worthless skills. Looks at your M9 shelter. I see. Okay, we'll do this instead. We'll put Cutter over this side. Then I'll swap Scavenger out with Gummy and put Pure Stream here.
お水の届けだよ。お願い、怯えて。家まで送ろうか。戦場は墓場よ。来た。早くスクープだ。もう計画はしたからね。 おっ、今度は見よ。来た、あいつらを止めて。俺はここで待つ。早くしろ。位置についたよ。俺にこの一射でお前の喉を貫く。あ？家まで送ろうか？
Remember when people actually remember to use the AoE characters?
慌てぬ。もう計画はしたからね。
Okay.
今よ、粉々にやれ。喧嘩？話さないだから。すぐに走な。お腹すいた。
Not sure about this. One leak, no! People will do anything to pretend AoE doesn't exist. You kids and your multi-target chain mage gizmos. I love lava, but yeah, no, you're not wrong. Okay, who is okay? Hmm.
しばし待たれ。この作戦の行く末を占おう。
We just used Gitano for this wipe at the end. Oh wait, what am I doing? Hang on, I still need. Or do I? Hang on. We'll take female.
任せろ。
Let's go with this. And let's not forget the whole fast replay thing. I don't think a fast replay would be super useful. Oh, it would have been. No, because who would I retreat?
準備 OK。じゃあ。
That's the question, right? Who would I have retreated for that? Who wouldn't have leaked? Oh, you're right. Pinecone does exist. You are incredibly correct.
やるぞ。行きます。来た、あいつらを止めて。
I'm so used to just using operators that I like that I forget that operators exist. Okay. Estelle next.
私ならたくさんの敵を引きつけられる。コブでもがいてろ。
Now around
や
here.
ってもいいんですよ。
This side will be fine with these two covering it still.
今よ、粉々にやれ。俺はここで待つ。
Add some more cover.
俺にこの一射でお前の喉を貫く。このおバカ。敵の子たちをいじめないで。
Maybe I should have pushed this one forward so that Kata can hit this spot. Maybe I should think about stuff like that sometimes.
お水のお届けだよ。早くしろ。お前はもう戻れないんだよ。 補助モジュール展開と運命にあらあんたなんかに負けない。早くしろ。ルナがみんなを守る。おっ、ここからは
Okay,
ブースの戦いです。
here's the setup. Let's have it not fail.
慌てんと教えて今の
あんたそれ隠れられてないよ。
Okay, we're doing fine. Okay, now. Wait, what? How did something leak there? You're kidding me.
みんなの怪我はクマが
Ugh, pain.
ドクターは大丈夫なの？
Okay.
私の出番ですね。一緒に来てくれるの？
I feel like there's still more I can do. Yeah. We try this.
みんな出撃
Okay.
こんな感じでいいの？戦闘態勢に入ります。やるのか。飛ぶでもがいてろ。敵を怖がる。このおバカ！別の子たちをいじめないで。
I did it again. I put Vigna back here. For some reason. Oh well.
ここですか？
Should have put Estelle here, should have put Vigna here, should have cut it here. All these actions that make sense that I'm not doing. You know what, we play some moose first. Okay. Oh yeah. Almost survives that easily. Okay.
私の役目は刀を振るうことだけ。射撃補助モジュール展開と。ここは通さないよ。お水のお届けだよ。
Okay.
俺とタイマン張るなんて肝が座ってんな。
この一あんたそれ隠れられてないよ。絶対後悔しますからね。はい、ちゃんと聞いてます。はい、はい。
なんだ。
バッテリーはまだまだ ジオバッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。
There we go. Ah. Happy ending.
あんたそれ隠れられてないよ。
Mission accomplished.
無駄玉はなし。完璧。 こんにちは、ドクター。
Hmm. Have I not been getting many fragments? Alright. Hmm. Aha. Nope. Damn it. Not what I wanted. I still need 2 manganese, and then I need to go. These 2 are still waiting over here, and this guy needs this thing, and that's annoying. Oh jeez. Alrighty. Wait, that didn't have a. Huh. Odd. What do you mean no post-stage story? Sus. Okay. This certainly looks like a stage. Alrighty. Alright, I said I was gonna... Oh! This has no reading. Okay, how are we playing this? Let's... Where are they coming from? Where are they coming from? Tell me where they okay, both sides at once. That's why they gave me the setup time. Frick. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Nice. Hmm. Cool. This is going well. Moose goes here, Cutter goes here.
示を普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。家まで送ろうか。はい、手にはまだまだ持ちますよ。
Oi!
指示をバッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。
奥の番。
いくらで声を出すの。わかった。行くよ。指示をムースだって戦えます。
Got it, got it, got it, got it, got it.
指示を普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。
Easy peasy.
通さない。
Mission
Mission
accomplished.
accomplished. Ah, there is a story here. 6 a.m. We won't have much time after we take out that recon team. You're right. We're on a tight schedule. The operators aren't going to climb into the city from the sand. We do that sometimes, but the core city is on the move. It'll be hard to get into the foundation levels. If operators stand on the sand and wait for the city to pass over them, both height and speed are going to be an issue. If they can't open the maintenance hatches and waste chutes on the underside, our distraction and our camouflage won't be worth anything. So our 5 teams will take a vehicle and use the cover of the sandstorm to approach the city, then employ special equipment to climb into the city's superstructure. We only sent 5 teams? We're in no hurry to get the attention of the local Ursus brass. And we wouldn't want them to send out an attack ship to smash Rhodes Island in the wilderness and kill our employees. Even if they did that, you wouldn't see a single report on it in any newspaper. The bankers and insurance executives will quietly cross out your name and shove all the lucre into their own nest eggs. No one will speak of you. No one wants to upset Ursus. Our neutrality gives us some freedom to move in the cracks between forces, and that means we can't be backed by any power. We survive by working in secret, just like when we sent those teams to save you. 5 teams. Leave tracks, cover the tracks. Objective complete, objective failed. No matter what, Rhodes Island only ever deploys 5 teams. Even if they're not enough? Even for a city-state like Lungmen, wiping us out would be a trifle. You saw the LGD? They're as strong as any country's special forces. They certainly have a pharmaceutical company beat. So why do they need us? Because this is about the infected. Rhodes Island has departed Lungmen, and we're bearing on the next trade port at 15 kilometers per hour. We'll be in the wilderness for a few weeks before we get there. Aside from some nearby Rhodes Island communication specialists and some trusted vessels, no one will pick up our signal. We'll plot a course around all the nomadic cities' known paths. Even if Lungmen decides to betray us, they won't be able to find us. But that's not enough, is it? We must have more to stake. Right. We will need something else to tip the scales. The both of you turned pretty gloomy, huh? I know how serious this is, but you don't have to smile like that, do you? Amiya, did I smile? I know you did. Your lips may not have moved, but I could feel it. So here we are. Yay! No, I have to say this. I do not intend to rebuild any sort of relationship with this person. Myself, Amiya, and 3 of our elite operators will lead the 5 teams. We have 3 combat teams, 1 recon team, and 1 spec ops team. You may want to meet the leader of one of those teams. Rosmontus, wait! Oh, Blaze. You're badly wounded. Why are you here? You should go back.
Go on. Are you going to sortie this time? Yes.
I'll get someone to replace you. How about Misery? He's better at assault ops than you. He'll wave his hand and it'll be all done. Let's have him go.
You don't want me to go?
Yeah, you shouldn't.
You're giving me a weird feeling, Blaze.
This isn't like the missions you went on before.
Because I might die?
Watch it! You can't just come out and say it like that. You're too young for such a dangerous mission. It's not right.
But Amiya's going too.
That's because she's
Amiya. She's just like me. She's infected. She's an operator. And I checked the logs. Ace and Scout are both in Chernobyl. They didn't come back.
That means they're gone.
I want to see. I want to know what happened. I want to see who's running a reunion. I want to know who did what. I want to know what happened to Ace and Scout.
Rosmontis, you don't have to record that kind of stuff.
Blaze?
Shit, what the hell am I saying? No, sorry, I shouldn't have said that. Damn my big mouth. But their deaths, they...
Blaze.
I'm the one who's wrong. We have happy memories and painful ones too. You have to remember them both.
You're weird, Blaze. Your words are all scattered and broken. I don't want to see you hurting so much. Why do you have to look back at them?
You can let go of those memories. You can put them there, leave them there, and don't look back.
If I don't look, then what's the point in recording them? If I don't look, then they're forgotten. I won't forget. I definitely won't forget a single death.
Right. You're like me. You're a Rhodes Island elite operator. I can't go in your place. Really,
You're bleeding again.
It's fine.
I'll take you. Rosmontis.
You and Amiya look after yourselves.
Right. I will.
Do I have to meet her?
Dr. Autunna, Rhodes Island's elite operators, for whatever reason, dedicate their talent and energy to the Rhodes Island project. The teams they bring with them fully support their work, because our elite operators to a certain degree can directly determine how we use a certain tactic. But not all of them are exactly as we imagine them. You've met elite operator Blaze, Doctor. There are lots of rumors about her. Maybe you haven't heard. The truth is, they're a little exaggerated. But everyone has a different impression of her. But Doctor, I think you're capable of understanding her choices. Judging by your reaction, you may have already met the one we're talking about. Oh, huh? Then we're okay? Anything else I should know? That's the basic plan, honestly. It's practical. A plan's a plan, an operation's an operation.
But the op is what matters. A plan is just a basic outline of an operation, and a misstep during an operation can shatter a plan. Oh, shit. Ah, jeez. I hope we don't have any bad omen specialists here. Uh-oh. That ain't good. We have a problem. Dust density is still too low. This isn't gonna work with that light angle. We're in the open here. If they look down from the bridge, they might spot us before we're fully operational.
But we can't cover the machine any more than it already is.
If we block the airflow, we won't get enough of a current going to kick up the dust. What do we do? Should we keep moving back? We might not have time. I'll take care of it. Firewatch, keep an eye out, and tell me which way to adjust. Lady, what are you doing? Fixing the angle of the light. To mitigate the suffering of the world, I believe even the sun itself will bow to me. Oh? Who's that on the dune? No? They're not saddling up and not falling back. What's she doing? Meditating? Posing? Is she posing here? No, wait. What's that light? Her whole body is glowing. No, too bright. Thanks, Captain. Thanks for covering my eyes, but it would be great if you weren't squeezing like you wanted to crush my skull. What is Noel doing? She's okay? Well, you say that, Captain. But that light's brighter than the sun. What's she up to? No way. She's pulling in all the light around us? Whoa. Captain, all the light is starting to form together. I know, I'm just saying. Could anyone but the Radiant Knight do something like this? Captain, look at the shadows in the sand dunes. Can you even tell what time of day it is? I'm just trying to brighten the mood here. And once we kick up that sandstorm, we won't be able to see the shadows, right? Shutting up, sorry.
Take us up. We've got some weird colored balls clipping us.
Don't be scared, Instructor. Reunion casters aren't good enough to shoot us down.
We're just a distraction. No need to put on an air show for Reunion.
Put on a good enough show and Reunion might just surrender, huh? Isn't that what they call a show of force?
Aerial acrobatics isn't a show of force.
Hold on tight, Instructor. I need a buff bag! The device is fully functional. Amia, we're ready to move.
Roger! Drivers, maintain a steady speed. Check your maps. Use the sandstorm to cover your approach to the core city until you're in range to deploy boarding gear. Engage! The sand will cover our tracks. Remember your protective gear, and don't let sand into your sensitive equipment. But I can see the sun. Why is the sunlight breaking through the sandstorm? The underside of the core city is so clear. It's like arts. This wasn't part of the plan. Is that natural light?
Don't worry about it.
Roger that. Grappling hooks, prepare to fire. Operators, make sure the cables are securely fixed to the underside of the city. Once all our operators are aboard, the vehicles will depart at once. I don't usually say things like this, but I'm pretty sure that light just now is a good omen for us.
Definitely. I made it a little too intense and had to aim it at the ground, but let's not tell her that part. Hold on! The core city is speeding up? Our machines are wind-driven, but they can only keep the sandstorm up within a 1 kilometer range. If they break that range, they'll spot us for sure.
Hurry up, everyone!
We're out of time. We have to slow down. If we drive out of the sandstorm, Chernoby's optical detection system will pick us right up and blow the whole up. How many people do you have left? Hurry up and...
There aren't any left.
Huh?
Pass me the carbonator.
I'm going myself. The carbonator. Pass me the carabiner. I'm going myself. It's too dangerous, Doctor. You never had operator training. We can't send you up there alone. Didn't Dr. Calcid assign you any battlefield support?
Maybe she thought that I could use the exercise myself. I did. Me. Calcid grabbed me by the waist with one arm. Calcid grabbed by the waist with one arm and pulled you onto the zipline with the other. Seize your own fate next time, Dr. Autunna. The sandstorm was ferocious, and the arm holding you was very hard. You couldn't be certain it belonged to Calcid. All squads, take your positions. There is no room for error in the operation to come. "10:30 a.m. Core City, Foundation.
Yeah, this is definitely a sign of someone breaking in here. Confirmed 1 infiltrator.
We can't be sure if the bloodstain over there is Reunion's or someone else's. It hasn't turned yet. It very well could be Officer Chan's. We have to hurry. Oh, Doctor. I'm glad you made it here safe.
You call that safe?
Oh, huh? That dangerous, huh? Did you get hurt, Dr. Autunna?
I'm fine. Let's go. Just some psychological trauma.
Oh, jeez.
Ah, oh, yeah. Okie dokie. I'm still fishing for resources. Hmm? Oh, rocks. Yay. Alrighty. I mean, it would, wouldn't it? Hmm.
これらの仕掛けの使い道を説明してくれない？
Hmm.
心配するな。
Oh,
記憶力に
goodness.
は自信がある。前にマゼランは観測基地の構図。
Oh, goodness, I'm getting tired. Hmm. Do I do any more? Hmm. I can do the TR stage. Surely this doesn't have any... Oh my goodness, it might have story. I don't know. Let's go then. It's my first stream in a while. Don't push myself too hard. It's fine. If it's just this TR stage, we'll be fine. Rhodes Island, on a certain day. In this training exercise, we'll simulate a situation where our communications are jammed and practice operating under these conditions. Amia will also be assisting you. You must all step up and learn how the enemy fights. Look alive! The enemy's guerrilla forces are here. Get ready.
That enemy's an experienced guerrilla fighter? Jessica, I'll stop him first. Got it. I'll make sure you stay healthy. Don't let the nerves get to you. It'll affect your ability to make decisions on the spot.
目標地点に到着しました。
Incoming! That new enemy is a guerrilla herald, and he uses an encrypted language to relay messages to the other troops.
But why does it feel like the enemies are coming at us way harder now? Hold on a bit longer, Beagle. I'll go take care of that new enemy.
While on the battlefield, heralds will continuously issue tactical commands. Why do I have to read this? I already know how this works.
問題ないわ。動かないで。私が行く。はあ。
Two heralds are here now. Through a coordinated exchange of tactics, the strengthening of the effects of the commands have been amplified, and other enemies have become even stronger than before. Jessica, think hard and come up with a way to fight against them.
It's too hard to deal with these heralds. I don't think I can handle this.
Melantha, let's go help Jessica. Prioritize taking out those special enemies and create an advantage for our battle line.
Understood. Jessica, hang in there. I'll help you deal with them.
できる限りやります。手加減はしませんよ。了解しました。 問題ない。ほら、しっかり。手加減はしませんよ。
Mission accomplished.
Jeez.
勝てたのですか？よかったです。
Alrighty. That's not a lot of progress. How many stages does Chapter 7 have? $18 18 stages. So 7-19, 7 dash. You mean 19 stages? Or is 17-20 a story thing? $19 is just a story. Wait, if 18 is Patriot, then what is 20? It's an interlude. 20 is just the story. So 1 and 20 are stories. I'm guessing 7... A 7-19 and 20 both? Okay, that's fair enough. So there are 18 stages. 17 stages. Oh no, 18 if you count TR17. Okay. That's fine, I guess. Alrighty. Haven't got many people, but I'm probably still gonna raid someone, so who am I raiding? Let's see who's online. Latia's online. Yep, let's raid Latia. That's the best move now, I think. Okay. See you tomorrow. Or whenever. I actually don't know. Who knows?